were just like in there trying to get rid of other Pokemon they had in their party or whatnot. Yeah, I've gotten. Oh my god. Jesus. Oh yeah, I did the same thing where I was just trading in like either Pokemon Y or Pokemon Sun, and I just get a fucking mythical. I remember, I think it was Pokemon Sun. I got a legit shiny Mewtwo by just doing the Wonder Trade. Yeah, the ones with like the .coms or whatever on them. Seen Riolu HQ, Pokemon for free, like Lucario from Legends Arceus that was hacked. That just reminds me nowadays, if before the online servers go down for like Pokemon and whatnot, uh if you try and look through the like specific trades that people are like doing in X and Y and Sun and Moon, it the GTS is just full of hacked mon. Yeah, and for some reason, some of the Pokemon I've seen that people were like recording videos of like checking the GTS, they had to blur out some names because my god, uh the the Pokemon had like racial slurs and whatnot. I'm thinking like sooner or later, once Nintendo shuts down all the servers and whatnot, people are gonna figure out a way to be able to mod their 3DS or 2DS to be able to trade Pokemon from the older games up to Switch. So they're saying they can mm, actually give you to. They're gonna keep Pokemon Bank open, even though people are like speculating. Oh, Pokemon Bank's gonna close after servers close for online. Oh my god, no, that is a terrible name, I see. This person that I'm trading with now is named Hidolf Atler, and they're German. They have a German ditto. I don't know, but I'm going to give them I'm gonna give them an English ditto because screw it. Oh, you're showing the shiny. Wait, it didn't show up in the mute VC. I can't get into that chat because I don't have the roles that are allowing me to get in. No, I can't. I'm pressing the open chat thing and it's not letting me. That you got that in Sword? Oh. Ah, I see. That's why. Oh yeah, it says seems to have had a fateful encounter in the Unova region in 2014. So that is, in fact, the event Shiny. That's the event Shiny. That's crazy. Maybe they traded it away because they're like, I'm done with Pokemon and I want to like give my Pokemon to someone who will care for them for the years to come. Yeah. crazy that Gen 6 knows Blaze Kick and Flamethrower. You know, that's one Pokemon that I really want to have, like, whether I can get it or not. That is, Torchic. Because of Blaziken. I like the spicy chicken. My god, no. That, you lucky bastard. I actually did see, like, when I was watching a video of, like, people playing the Indigo Disc for an hour, like, early. I did see, like, a clip of a Torchic. And I was... Yeah, I saw Litten and I was like, oh my god, no way. Finally shiny hunt for the Flame Cat. I mean, like in Scarlet and Violet. No, I'm talking in Scarlet and Violet. What? I actually wish I could have the rest of the starters from, like, all the generations, because I have every single generation starter from Generation 4, Generation 9, I think... Hold on, I need to go in my starter box. Yeah, I have Chimchar, Piplup, and Turtwig. I have Quaxley, Brigatito, and Suicoco. I have Stobble and Grookey. I'm missing Scorbunny, which I can pretty much just trade up from Sword and Shield through home. I have Rowlet, and I have Cyndaquil, and I also have Froakie. That's all the starters I currently have. What's funny is... Oh no. ace tournament that you have to grind. Yeah, because like after the first time you can go back to the ace tournament and keep doing it and grind. I mean, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. Yeah, they're definitely going to have tons of people that are like, what the absolute fuck is wrong with you? Yeah, but I know, it's like, what's funny is back when I had like a level 100, back when I had a level 100 Greninja that I got through like surprise trade before I got rid of it, because like, I wasn't sure if it was legit or not. I sweeped like most of Gita's team using the Greninja. It was like that easy. What's funny is yeah, and the weirdest thing is I've been playing my copy of Scarlet with Sprigatito because the, I could Sprigatito is the best looking starter. So it's got pretty much a ton of weaknesses right off the bat. It's a bad choice, but I managed to get through the entire game using a Sprigatito, evolving it into a Masquerada, giving it a Miracle Seed to use Flower Trick, which is surprisingly OP. I mean, I did have a little struggle going past the fighting star crew. Like, that was the hardest part of the entire game, the Sprigatito as my starter, and being Masquerada, but I managed to get through it. Also, okay, wait a minute. That's a tumbleweed. I just got a Japanese tumbleweed. Yep, that from now on I'm just calling bramble gas a fucking tumbleweed. I might actually do that. Just
Like, if you're gonna fucking call it tumbleweed, you might as well name the hell out of it. And go full in the fucking memeing.
up on the link trade thing because I'm just running into people with English dittos now.
Hmm.
Doing surprise trades now just to see what I can get. Oh, that's a snom.
Nom. Nom.
Face.
What the snub doing? Uh, I forgot how much I love Ray sometimes. Yeah. Yeah, the Jones. Stay cool. Don't die. Kill crap.
Jeez, our
Kill
room
crap.
is so fast. There's a room that spawned right by me because I'm at the lighthouse by the port. I got a drowsy and a friend ball.
A drowsy and a friend ball.
Yeah,
Not the weirdest thing I've seen, but it's definitely up there.
level 1. It just was hatched.
Okay, then. Weird. Mm-hmm.
It says here, it seems it hatched from an egg that was received on November 26, 2023, in a picnic. It hatched on November 26, 2023, apparently while in Area 6 of South Province.
That's weird. Very
I'm gonna trade it off.
weird.
It's just like, I got a baby. Kick the baby to the next person.
Eat,
Eat the baby.
eat the baby. Eat the baby. Yeet.
Someone named themselves in all capitals Meteor.
Someone's just all caps just media.
Yeah, it's just
That's
Meteor.
something. Not the weirdest thing I've seen people call themselves.
Well,
Again, I
roomish.
doubt anything can be weirder than being, yeah, what
Look
you
at
had to
before
fucking deal
room.
with. The fucking dude that named himself after fucking Hitler.
sending Snom to Sue. I got a Rookity,
A Rookity, huh?
and it's not shiny. Well, I'm still proud that I got myself a Ditto for my Masuda method because, luckily, I have a shiny charm.
I don't.
It-
I've yet to actually
Well,
finish my fucking Pokedex.
I got a Deerling.
I still need to finish both the Kitakami and the Haldean deck.
I think it's crazy that some of the, well, actually, most of the Kitakami decks is just the Paldean decks.
My main thing is I need to figure out. I need to just transfer a bunch of Pokemon over, and then I'll be able to tell like what I still need to find. And
Yeah, when I finally got the DLC, I had already finished my Paldean decks. So it's like immediately I look at the Kitakami decks. I had gotten pretty much like maybe just over 130 of the Pokemon. And I just got a Sprigatito. And it's Japanese.
every time I think of Sprigatito, the fucking Despacito Sprigatito meme just pops into my head and involuntarily. It's like, why? Why is that meme stuck in my fucking head?
Sprigatito.
It's like, of all things to be stuck in my head, why is it that fucking meme that gets stuck in my head? But
It would actually be like really. I think it would be really funny if that Sprigatito Despacito meme was just like the Sprigatito has a Spanish accent and just like starts singing Despacito.
that would be fucking hilarious.
A Charcadet and a level ball.
Yeah, Spaghetti with a Spanish accent. It's like, what the fuck?
A level 1 Charcadet. Okay.
Mm,
Oh, five of
so,
its
so
stats are best stats. The only stat that isn't best is apparently its HP, which is pretty good.
that's not too bad.
I mean, I already have, if I look back,
Like,
I
pretty good
already
HP is
finished
not too
my
bad. What
I
better
already
than what
finished my two Pokemon for the two armor Pokemon.
what I need to do?
I still have the Sorrel-Edge that I like just so happened to do whatever for. Which maybe I should get because, well, I think it's best I give it to someone else.
I'm- Like, the main reason why I haven't bothered to finish the book sets is mostly because I have a
Yeah,
lot of
that's a
fucking
valid point.
Pokemon that I need to transfer across to register in the Keep It Coming and Paldea deck. I need to, but that doesn't mean I'm going to want to have to fucking do that anytime soon.
Kind of
Legit.
sad that with Sorrel-Edge and uh, Armor Rouge, they're shinies are not like the opposite of what they are, and I got a hacked mon.
That hmm, that really disappointed a lot of people. Like we all thought that we would be on barely change Chinese that you know don't even fucking
Yep,
change.
it's hacked. It's got a master ball.
But apparently, even though the fucking community is not like when the Chinese barely ever fucking change.
I have gotten the master ball off of this hacked Charmander, and I am releasing it. Sucks that I had to release a shiny, but as it's hacked, I do not want to get BANNED.
Yeah. I don't know how these sites are able to continue operating. Like,
Apparently, they do these hacked Pokemon in a way where the games don't detect that they're hacked and think they're pretty much legit.
yeah, but like, how are they able to continue operations? Like, we've seen what happens to people that dare even think about hacking any fucking Nintendo game.
Sucks
Yet,
is like
yeah,
Nintendo hasn't gotten on people's asses for like making just quality of life mods for their games, but then
they
as
take down
soon
fan
as
games.
there's like a fan game, they're like, nope, that's a cease and desist.
As soon as there's a fan game or a ROM hack, it's like cease and desist. That's like what happened with Uranium. Fucking great game, but as soon as it released, it was hit with a C and D, and it's like,
Yeah, and it's pretty much like, what the fuck, Nintendo? It's a person making a free to play a game, no no profits whatsoever, and you hit it with a cease and desist
why?
because they're using your property. What the hell?
Like fucking Sega fucking embraces the fucking cringy Sonic EXE shit.
Yeah, I remember like seeing a little video saying like, is Sonic.exe actually canon at this point? Because they showed pictures of like different universes of Sonic apparently, and they showed a Sonic.exe cartridge,
Like Sega
and I got another
said, like,
hacked Pokemon.
we don't care as long as you're not making a like as long as you're not profiting off of our IP, we could care less. But as soon as you
Hacked
fucking
Pokemon.
try and make a profit off of
I
this,
got a hacked Chinese side up.
of course it's
Yeah, it said
that.
Pokemon Ray on it,
Hmm. Like the thing I
and
will
it's
never
like, God
understand is
damn it.
like why do they go after fan games, but they don't go after the actual fucking blatant rip off or the
Yeah, I mean,
company the websites that are actually hacking Pokemon that can be proven that they're hacking Pokemon because they're selling
plus
hacked Pokemon and they don't even try to hide the fact they are hacked.
plus the fact that there's also mobile games that are made by like suspicious companies that change their game's name every single week in the App Store. and Nintendo can't crack down on that.
Not like they won't crack down on it. Because they definitely could. Because like they're using normally Pokemon's assets, changing it ever so slightly and making it actually putting
Plus,
in
they're
more
even
effort.
making like these mobile games also have like really good looking animations that
Hmm.
seem like they're actually made by the game. Oh my god, not another one.
Oh, that's cool. Oh, it's not
I got a
official.
third one.
Of course.
It's 3 times in a row. A Charmander, a Psyduck, now a Komo.
Really, Moto, of all things, I mean, at least you know what the fucking website name is.
Yeah.
Like, these websites clearly are infringing Nintendo's fucking copyright in their terms of service, but they're not doing anything about it.
They
But
won't do
it's
anything
so,
about it unless the Pokemon are online, like, as in battling.
and but as soon as someone dares to make a fan game or make
Cease and desist notice.
anything, you know, that involves a fan work for Pokemon, and desist. You're not allowed
It's
to
like,
do that, but you're more than allowed to sell hacked shinies or hacked com- competitive ready fucking Pokemon. And it's like the thing that annoys me the most about that is the fact that they refuse to actually acknowledge the fact that the reason why people flock to hack sites for fucking shinies and competitive ready Pokemon is because Nintendo doesn't fucking give enough resources to actually, you know, make it worthwhile to do so in game without, having to basically dedicate your entire fucking life to making competitive ready fucking Pokemon.
yeah, plus, there are problems with, like, the VGC just, like, immediately banning certain Pokemon for no reason. Like, as soon as one Pokemon came out here in Gen 9 that, like, everybody thought was going to be perfect for competitive, immediately gets denied.
Yeah, it's because they just don't. 'Cause they know that their fucking precious shit is threatened. Have you seen what they're doing to the Smash community right now?
They're they're making them play Ultimate when people want to play Melee.
Yeah, people want to play Melee, but Nintendo doesn't like that because they don't support Melee or Brawl anymore. So they're trying to force people to buy a Switch. Of
Also, I just got a hacked Turtwig.
course, it's
That's the fourth hacked shiny in a row from Riolu HQ. I swear, the surprise trade is good at times, but then the rest of the time it's just hacked.
90% of the time it's hacked. Like, sadly,
No,
that's
like
just how it is. Like 90% of the time these
75% of the
days.
time, 75% of the time, it's just normal Pokemon that people are getting rid of out of their box and whatnot. Just normal Pokemon.
I'm talking about like when you
15% of
get
the time.
something good, 95% of the time it's probably hacked.
Yeah, 15% of the time it's
Like
go-
15% of the
going to
time,
be something you don't have
hmm,
and it's normal. So it's like, oh, that's good. And then the last 10% is the hack Pokemon.
then you then like 90% of the time, if it's something good, like something like competitive ready or shiny, it's probably hacked. Why? Because Nintendo just does not give a shit. Like Pokemon companies doesn't care because Pokemon is this massive multimedia franchise, but because not 90% of their revenue no longer comes from the games, they could care less. Pokemon games? What's that? We don't know what those are. They don't exist. Like Nintendo's forcing people to to go into Ultimate. People don't want to play Ultimate. They want to play Brawl. They want to play Melee. They want to play 64. Or they want to play 4. And it's like, no. If you're going to do that, then it has to be by our specific rules that we say. And you can't make
Yeah,
any money from it. Like,
like they can't even sell food. That's bullshit. Be able to at least provide food to the people you're letting play at the event that they registered.
hmm, they just, Nintendo's just
That
showing
happened.
that they just
That
don't
happened.
care. Like,
Sooner, sooner or later, Nintendo's going to do something really fucked up to the community,
they always
and
have.
immediately the community is just going to be like, enough is enough. We're done playing by your rule.
Like, they've already fucked up with the community. It's like,
Just
you,
got a fast hacked shiny.
like, one thing Miyamoto is fucking great at is knowing that, the communities of the games he's
Remix?
created are some of the most dedicated fucking communities out there.
I just released a hacked Fennekin.
No, of course it's hacked. Because of course it is.
Fucking god damn it.
Oh, that's right. I have a fucking 151 fucking Mercury LMG that I barely fucking use. I need to fucking get more fucking. I need to
Wait,
go do a
are
fucking
you
farming one.
are you playing Pokemon right now?
I'm playing Save the World.
Oh,
I need to go do a fucking farming one and get a bunch more fucking money now. So fucking. It's my fucking room sweeper. There it is. Fuck out my face.
oh, a Sinistee. Yeah, a Sinistee.
Like, I decided I'm just gonna go save the world because I've got nothing better to do.
Oh wait, no, that's a Poltergeist.
I just will never fucking understand why Nintendo is. They're letting their ego go to their head. Like,
Yeah, like way too hard.
it's just been ramping up and up and up ever since, Awada died. And then Reggie resigns from Nintendo of America, and it's just literally hit the fan.
Yeah, ever since Reggie left.
Like
I got another one.
Nintendo JP was
No.
going downhill. Oh, and Reggie was the only one keeping them in check because he was in the position of head of Nintendo of America to keep them in check with, you know, of what they wanted. And ever since he resigned, Nintendo's just no. It's gone from
Plus,
Nintendo to Nintendo don't.
Reggie made the best meme we know of.
My body is ready,
Yes.
which has evolved into my body is wedging.
Which people have done the funniest thing of putting Reggie's face onto one of the Reggies.
Yeah, it, it's just like ever since Reggie left, the Nintendo Directs just stopped. The one thing that
Oh,
kept Nintendo going
I
was
was trying to do the 7-star Hisuian Samurai raid. It is practically impossible.
yeah.
And Game Freak and Nintendo are like, oh, this is possible to beat, and you can get the event Hisuian in Samurai Pokemon for yourself.
It's
No,
near
we can't.
it is
So,
impossible unless you're training competitive viable Pokemon just for one fucking raid.
yeah,
Never to be used again.
that's that's it. Like I have a level 100 raid specifically ready
Hmm,
Iron Hand, and even Iron Hands can't kill.
That unless you're specifically going and making like specifically every time going through and training raid Pokemon that are competitively viable.
Apparently, Miraidon is capable of taking down the Hisuian Samurai.
Yeah, sounds about right.
And yet I'm playing Scarlet, so I don't have a Miraidon. I have Koraidon.
Have you not traded your second Koraidon?
I have the second Koraidon. I put it in my legendary box and named it History. Also, god damn it, a
You
Jangmo-O.
do
Oh,
know that you can use and name the Koraidon that you ride. It's not stuck to just being your bike. You can actually use it in battle.
I mean, yeah, I know that, but it's like
Like I named mine
Koraidon
Sada.
doesn't have the move. Koraidon doesn't have the moves that Miraidon has. It has mostly fighting moves,
Hmm.
not electric moves.
Like I named like legit. I named my um Koraidon Posada. And, it's Spanish for past, and it's a play on the fact that that's literally what Professor Sada's name comes from is Posada past.
I just got a hack Jangmo-O. That's the sixth hack,
And the
maybe seventh.
second and the second of that line.
No, it's the first. Jangmo-O's first.
Yeah, I'm saying like it's the second hack Pokemon of that line that you've gotten for some reason.
You know what? I'm going back into the link trade, seeing there's that one stupid person that's going in there and just like trying to get rid of Pokemon that aren't Ditto.
Uh, I fucking
Because that's happened to me before where I was like looking for a specific Pokemon and it was when I was trying to get the Violet Paradox Pokemon.
I'm still
I
missing a
was trying
few
to
of
get
those.
Ringtail traded for another Pokemon, and someone just kept putting in normal Pokemon when they came to me, and it's like, no, I will not take your Pokemon that isn't the Paradox Pokemon I'm looking for.
I'm I've just given up on trying to find the paradox for trades. I'm just going to wait until all the DLC, both the DLC are out for Violet, and then when I have the ability, we fucking buy the expansion pass for Violet, and just do it myself. Because I have two Switches. I have always started a save game on my other Switch on another profile that I have, just so that I can get the fucking Paradox Pokemon my way, my own way, the same way that Austin John plays has done it. Because I've decided I'm not relying on other people to fucking get it. Because I clearly fucking can't. Like you clearly just can't fucking rely on others to help you get fucking shit in Pokemon these days.
Yeah,
Like trying to rely on people to help you in Pokemon these days is like, ah, funny joke. That's a funny joke. People help Pokemon. Huh, why would they do that? That would be being useful. No one in
yeah, like
Pokemon is useful these days.
exactly. It's like, well, unless you have really close friends who you can trust
Yeah,
that
but that
also have Pokemon, they will be your best help in
hmm,
getting other Pokemon. But like anyone else, no.
nah. Yeah, it's just like help Pokemon. Huh, that's a joke. You don't get help in Pokemon these days. You get fucking useless people that are absolutely fucking horrible. Why? Because why help when you can just troll people? A bunch
Oh
of fucking
no,
YouTubers started the whole trolling people, little fucking
I'm getting
trend.
my eighth. I'm getting an eighth packed Pokemon. Oh my god,
Fucking like
Poke HL.
as I said, bunch of fucking YouTubers started the whole kind of trolling people on Pokemon's trade, and that's just taken over the entirety of the GTS and fucking trades in general. And it's just like, why? Why do YouTubers have to always win all the fucking good shit?
Aha! This is what doing to make sure that it's actually a legit hit according to the game. They say it hatched from an egg on this date in a certain area just to make it seem legit.
How does that fly with fucking legendaries? Did they not fucking catch that?
I mean, with the legendaries, like whenever people send those hacked ones out, they actually have it set to like, oh, that they found this in Area Zero or in Kitakami, in the respective area that you catch the legendaries.
which makes
And what's
this
crazy is this Garnacle that I just got that's hacked has marks on it. Has an item finder mark, a partner mark, and a gourmand mark,
really.
as well as Paldean champion mark, rank ribbon, effort ribbon, best friend ribbon.
So it's like clear fucking hack, but like they just
Yeah,
don't care.
I'm taking its leftovers though, like because
I just
leftovers is pretty good.
indeed, I just, I just
Even
don't.
though I could get leftovers at Delibird
Free
down in
leftovers is
Victoria,
always nice.
I will I will take whatever I get from hacked Pokemon if they're holding an item. I will take the item.
It's just like, well, you want to give me an item? I'll fucking take it.
And that's the funny thing, like if they're holding a Master Ball or a ability patch, I'll take those and I'll use the Master Balls at a later time.
See,
So then it's like
I have
easy catch on something that I know is probably going to be difficult with any other ball.
the
And I specifically have to use the Master Ball if I feel the need to.
the I have a horrible temptation to being absolute dick when it comes to master balls these days.
Oh god! There's four Grimers and a Meowth all looking at me right now.
You know what I have when it comes to the temptation of being an absolute dick with master balls
But
is using
what is
on
it?
on the fucking most worthless fucking Pokemon I could possibly find. I have the temptation of doing that on screen so many times. I'm like, nope, don't, don't. You might actually need that. On, you might
You
need
know
that on
what?
something that might be a fucking pain in the ass to fucking catch.
You know what? That's the funny thing. Like, I've seen a meme on YouTube, and it's a Pokemon meme, but it has Meowscarada, Skeledirge, and a shiny. I think it was a shiny Pawmot,
Mm,
or no, either a shiny Palmy or a Palmo, but it was like it said above the shiny Palmy or Palmo, 12th
Pomo, Pomo.
shiny
Yeah,
Palmo or Palma. Like,
'cause they look exactly
and
the fucking same.
the Masquerade is like, you wouldn't kill a puppy now, would you? And the
Yes,
Skeledirge is like, yes, exactly, I would.
Pomo and Pomo are
So I just got a
the most
Japanese.
fucking stupidest fucking Pokemon they have made. 100%.
I just got a Japanese Eevee.
Well then,
It's level 1.
I mean, free Eevee. Free foreign Eevee. Great for foreign.
I think it sucks that in some Pokemon games they actually had the anime voices for Pikachu and Eevee, but in the rest it was just their sound cries from like Generation 1.
That's because like those ones they yeah, with those ones they actually were they started doing that with Pikachu in Gen 6, and then with Eevee they started doing that in Let's Let's Go.
I thought
Then
they started doing that in Gen 6 also because like
yep, because I don't actually remember if I'm remembering correctly, I might be completely wrong.
I mean, wait, didn't Serena get an Eevee during the anime in Gen 6?
Yes, but
And
Eevee
that
didn't.
that ended up becoming her Sylveon.
Yeah, but the anime didn't. When it came to Eevee, only exploded off with Gen 6, which was yeah X and Y with Serena getting the Sylveon, but after after that they were already working on um Gen, Gen 7, which is a low one, so they didn't have the ability time to put the cry from the anime in. And
Okay, I got a normal Charmander, but it's in a fastball,
well, then that should be
and it's
impossible.
level 1.
I mean,
I mean, you would have to be lucky enough to get a crit capture with a fastball, be able to have a fastball Charmander
hmm,
after breeding.
I don't think there's a game yet where there's been a wild Charmander.
I mean, I know we can get the starters in Indigo Disc, but that's not coming out until December 14th.
Yeah, I'm gonna be fucking. I have a plan for streaming Violet. A very evil plan.
Oh my god, what do you have in mind? I'll say this, if you tell me, I will not tell a living soul.
Oh, I, Sunny already knows what I'm planning. It's just following a lot of and having a lot of other people. What I'm planning is the most evilest. You know how you give mental damage at the end of the fucking DLC
Oh yeah, like because apparently uh Ogerpon, which I
chooses
love
you
Ogerpon.
over
Ogerpon is
him.
so adorable.
Ogapon is best girl, but she chooses
Yes.
you over Kieran, and
It's
he
because
he just hates
it's
that.
because it's because the dude wasn't there when you encountered Ogerpon and the mask fell off.
That and the reason why we didn't fucking tell him is because we knew he would be a fucking idiot. And what does he do
Yeah, and
anyway?
start batting
Exact,
everything.
exactly that. Goes and bees the fucking idiot and takes the mask from his fucking grandfather.
Yeah.
It's like, and this is why we didn't fucking tell you.
Plus, he also punches the loyal trio's shrine, which causes them to come alive again.
Yeah. It's like, and here's the most interesting thing. That old called the disloyal free, the rotten free, whatever the fuck you end up calling them.
They called the loyal trio.
They're called the loyal free because, that's what
But that they were the ones that were
they
the
were
heroes, and
the
yet
heroes because
they stole from Ogre Pond.
yeah, they stole from Ogapon and they were called heroes because they did so. Because
All because people thought that Ogre Pond was scary.
Ogapon is scary. Ogapon is fucking cute and adorable.
I mean, like, one of the Pokemon trainers that are there in the Kitakami region that I haven't fought, they say an outsider with an exclamation mark before you interact with them.
Yeah.
Also, ninth hacked shiny.
Okay.
It's a fucking sub.
Cause it's a fucking sobble. Cause it's a fucking sobble. Just of
These
course it's a fucking
motherfuckers.
sobble.
Hold on, let me check what item it's holding. Yup, Master Ball. Cutting away that Master Ball and releasing the little lizard. Because it doesn't deserve to be treated like this.
But yeah, back to what I was gonna say about my evil plan. But like, how we give Kieran mental damage at the end of Teal Mask. I plan to
Yeah,
amplify that across all three fucking regions. I plan to go into Violet with a competitive fucking team.
I will be surprised, like, if we actually do end up running into him again.
Oh, we're
At
definitely gonna run into him.
Yeah, like, as soon as he spots us, he is going to target us like a fucking hawk going after a rat in a field.
Like, here's the best theory that's come out so far. You know how they refused to show us the Blueberry League champion's face? And how Kieran has his
Yeah.
back turned to us in the promo art? The current theory is that he, after we give him fucking mental damage at the end of the fucking Peel Mask,
He
he,
goes full on red mode and ends up becoming champion.
yeah, he goes back to the Blueberry Academy and gets fucking and just goes full and fucking blue and becomes fucking champion, and then we're going to come along and fucking depose him like fucking Red did to Blue.
Oh yeah. Speaking of those two, I thought it was amazing that we the last time we ever got to see them was in Sun and Moon.
I don't think that's going to be the last time we see them.
I mean, it was amazing to see them in Sun and Moon because,
Hmm.
like, we got to see them aged up a bit.
Yeah, and the reason why I don't think that's going to be the last time we see him is because I just have a feeling that they're going to come back as like professors or something
Oh yeah,
in
because
another game.
think about it. Red has gone through Kanto and Johto,
And
completed
Alola.
the Pokédex of those regions, and also fucking 10th hacked shiny, fucking Quaxley.
Like, he's also gone
But
through fucking Alola, and there ain't no way them all fucking blue would have been allowed to fucking return to Kanto without fucking meeting up with Oak's fucking brother or cousin.
Cousin.
Yeah, it's fucking without meeting up with Oak's cousin and getting some Alolan Pokemon from him
Yeah.
for Oak.
Plus,
They
think about it. When the World Tournament was going on in Black and White too,
they
Red
both
was
showed
there.
up.
That Red was there.
Hmm. Like
So Red must have completed the Pokedex in the Unova region as well.
I I don't think he probably completed the Pokedex in Unova. I think he probably was that he showed up because you know he was basically told, you either go and participate in the tournament or you have to fill out another Pokedex. I think he probably is just like, it's just a tournament. I'm
I
not fucking
I mean,
filling out another Pokedex for you.
all we can do is speculate on those things because who
We're
knows?
never gonna get a
Maybe
fucking answer.
Red actually was there at the for the tournament and to do the Pokedex.
Yeah, who knows? We're
Because
never gonna get any answer of it. There's no way we're getting answers on that.
you're not wrong about that. You're not wrong.
Like, you know,
But my theory is that Red is definitely a Pokemon master. So
oh yeah.
to have achieved that, he would have had to go to every region and record the data of every single Pokemon.
Oh, definitely. Like, that much is obvious. Like, he's definitely a fucking Pokemon master. At this point, I wouldn't be surprised if, the whole fucking thing he's done literally everything and he's just sitting around bored. And that's why he shows up in Alola and then at the PW and at PWT in Unova.
Actually, I think from hearing from Blue and Sun and Moon, they were there on vacation.
Hmm. They were there on vacation. But like I wouldn't be surprised if you know the reason why he showed up in Alola at the Battle Tree specifically
Was to battle
was
trainers as strong as us.
because he's just bored because there's barely anyone strong enough to challenge him.
And the craziest thing is the fact that, like, as soon as you leave the battle tree after defeating him, he stops you to give you Blastoise Knight, Venusaurite Knight, and both Charizard Knight.
Oh yeah,
He gives you the Mega Stones for the Kanto starters.
oh yeah. The best theory about why he has them that I've seen is that he is the version of Red from the you know
Oh, from the
Origins
Origin. Yeah,
anime.
that could make sense, but thinking about it, it's also a good reasoning for the split dimensions
Hmm.
thing that happened from the Great Weapon in X and Y.
Oh yeah, as I said, like the best theory I've seen is that he's the Origins anime version of Red. That's why he has the Mega Stone.
Yeah, but in Origins, Red hulks, but
Hmm.
in the main games, Red has never talked.
Yeah,
Red
in the
has never.
games he's never talk, but in Origins he talks because it's an anime, and how much fun is it going to be just sitting there watching n- an anime where it's just no one talks? Like the main protagonist just never talks. It just, are you here to battle? So you're here to battle.
I
Team Rocket is
yeah.
not going to fall. Mm.
I I still think like the fact that in X and Y we got the explanation to how things changed in the past for Pokemon.
Mm.
And then when Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire came out, the Delta episode specifically states that there's a dimension that doesn't have Mega Stones, which
Yeah,
confirms that the ultimate weapon that AZ fired caused a rift in the space-time continuum, splitting one world into one dimension into two.
well, I've seen a pretty good theory about that. Is that it wasn't the firing of the ultimate weapon that caused the split. The firing of the ultimate weapon just was the catalyst for the Mega Stones. But what I think actually caused the split is the same thing that caused AZ's Floette to mutate, because
Which was
which was the ultimate weapon. But I don't think it was it being fired that actually caused it to mutate into the eternal flower. I think it was already the eternal flower from the start, because we see it as the eternal flower at the very start.
Oh yeah, you're right.
But like there was something that caused it to mutate, and whatever that was is what was the split or between timelines. Because if you think about it, there's something that would have caused it to mutate into Eternal Flower, and whatever that was probably put in found by AZ and also put into the ultimate weapon when it was used to revive this Floette.
Yeah, that actually makes sense because then after the Eternal Flower became part for Floette
Hmm.
and mutated Floette, it would have caused that rift in space and time that caused the split of the dimension to be two different timelines.
Hmm. Just said,
A timeline where in the future there would be no megastones, which became generations 1 through 5, and the timeline with megastones, which includes Origins and X and Y, Omega Ruby, Alpha Sapphire, or Alola.
oh yeah. As I said, like we know that it was always the Eternal Flower Floette, because when we see it dead and in its casket, which is what sent AZ over the edge, it was it was the Eternal Flower. But like as I said, what I think is whatever was the reason for it to mutate into that form was put into the ultimate weapon when it was being originally used to revive the Eternal Flower Floette.
Which also ended up mutating the dead Pokemon of the war into the Megastones that we
When it
ended up
was fired.
finding.
Exactly. Because when you think about it, there's gotta been something that caused the mutation. Because it's not. Because we know that shiny Pokemon exists naturally, and that the red Gyarados was a Magikarp forced to evolve. Right? We
Yeah,
know that, so it makes sense that there's other things that cause other mutations, and whatever caused
yeah,
the Eternal
right.
Flower mutation for Floette is whatever revived it, and then because of its mutative properties, all the souls of the dead Pokemon that were sucked into the ultimate weapon were turned into Megastones.
Yeah, and then of course we have Dynamaxing and Gigantamaxing in the Galar region, which for some reason that's kind of weird.
They explain it in a very strange way. It's like, yeah, we know you're fucking up to something with that. And then the thing that gets me about the Galar region is that was clearly meant to be more to the Galar region than what we got.
Yeah, because like think about the wild area and pretty much everything that's weirdly named.
Hmm. And not just that, but when you think about it, there's iconography of Pokemon everywhere in the Pokemon world. Why would the statues is in you know this that one city, which I forget the name of, where Raihan's gym is.
You mean Hammerlock?
Yeah, Hammerlock. Like, why would those statues there not be of a Pokemon? Why would they just randomly not be a Pokemon when everything else we've seen statue wise has been related to a Pokemon?
I mean, Stow-on-Side had the hidden statue of the
That of
two
Zamazenta and
two
Zacian.
princes and Zacian and Zamazenta.
Hmm. Which, those two are brother and sister. In game, they have no gender, but they've officially been confirmed, to actually have genders. They're just because they're
Wait,
legendaries. These legendaries just don't have genders in games.
they're
Ever since,
brother and sister?
yeah, Zacian is female. Believe it or not, Zacian
Oh,
is
that
actually female.
I thought it was the other way around.
No, because when you think about it, it makes a lot of sense. Like the way they act and how they're all mysterious and all that makes a lot of sense when you realize that brother and sister, and the designs also match, just like Latios and Latias, but reversed. Because literally, they just took the idea of Latios and Latias with the colors and reversed them. Think about it.
Yeah, and
You got red
the
and
stranger
blue, and
the
then
stranger thing is the Alolan region. Like
hmm,
I know they have the Z crystals, but how did they get them?
I think that was like weirdly explained as like being like nature energy condensed into like a crystal. I could be wrong though. I most likely am. But I think that's like the explanation that we were given is like was they were natural energy that got condensed into crystallized forms somehow, probably by the
Yeah,
tattoos.
now we have the Paldean region with terastallization, which some people
We
have speculated that the way that Paldea looks and like the fact of Area Zero being at the center of the entire island.
that the weapon was fired at Paldea. And when
Yeah,
you look at,
Paldea and hit Terrapagos, causing Terrapagos to shrink to what it's going to be in the game, leaving behind its giant shell, which became the Paldean region.
eh, and when you look at, I don't know why the video quality is bad. I wish I knew. Why is video quality so bad? What am I streaming at? That's a good question. What what exactly am I streaming? What's, it's
Uh,
autos. It's autoed. Oh, that'd be why. Because for some reason, even though I remember changing it from 720 to normal, that's normal. No, I'm not rescaling it. So I don't know why it's so weird. That's weird.
I mean, the theory of Terrapagos being affected by the ultimate weapon actually seems valid because you look at the Paldean region, the shapes of the different areas and like the different parts seem almost coincidental, like how we see Terrapagos in the art.
Hmm. And there's something else that's kind of interesting, though. Galapagos, so far, we know has two different forms.
And yet we haven't seen the second form.
No, we've seen both forms.
Oh wait, the book.
We see the one in the that they show us in the anime. In the with everyone thought was baby Galapagos. It turns out that is literally just a different form of of Galapagos, and then we see the you know collectialization turtle version.
Wait,
But
there was Terrapagos was in the. Yeah,
yeah,
I
the
haven't
current
seen the.
anime, the new anime,
I have not seen the anime yet because it hasn't really like released another episode. Like
it's
I'm trying to wait until they actually add the episodes to the anime website I go to watch One Piece.
hmm,
I haven't seen like the full first episode.
yeah. Um,
I've seen
do you
Paldean Win, but
do
I
you care
haven't
about
seen.
like any spoilers for the anime?
I mean, not really because I kind of got spoiled on like the first 10 minutes of the first episode because of official Pokemon channel on YouTube posting it.
Hmm. So there we go. I'm just gonna throw this in UBC. There we go. I'm gonna play around with my buttons.
Probably open that in YouTube itself.
But yeah,
Better not.
that's the like that's what Galapagos currently looks like in anime. That we all thought was like going to be a different Pokemon, like Baby Galapagos. That is literally just Galapagos. I don't know much like anime, and at the version that's being shown off, like in the
Actually, it's adorable. Oh, and there's a Pommy.
like we
But that little form of it is so small. It's as big as a Pommy. That's funny.
yeah
Even an alchemy is as big as it.
we don't know. I don't know much that form. I just know that that's its current look in the
Pelican's bigger
anime.
than it. What?
It's just tiny. It's tiny and adorable, and
Just crazy.
yeah, it looks a lot bigger than it is. It's tiny. It's adorable, and we're probably going to see that show up in in game somehow.
I think I know how they could show it in game.
Hmm. It'll probably be a Xerneas sort of
Like,
situation, most likely.
yeah, like it could be like a Zygarde cell situation where it has to like you have to collect all 18 different types of terastallization crystals.
Perhaps, and yeah, that might be part of what. Because you also have to remember that there's also some really weird fucking. There's that really weird like hot circle sort of thing in Area Zero that no one's figured out the fucking meaning of why it exists or how to or what it does.
Yeah.
So that's probably going to tie into Carpagos. I bet you that probably opens up like that's probably going to be relevant in the DLC when we go back into Area Zero or something. Because it's way too stand out to not have anything done to it.
Yeah.
Like we're gonna go back into Area Zero in the DLC, and that is probably gonna have something to do with. And then there's all the
We
mysterious
know we're
metal blocks.
we know we're going to have to go back
Hmm.
to Area 0 because
We've also got the
uh
mysterious metal
Miss,
block right
Miss
above.
whatever her name is. I forgot after not seeing her for so long because I chose not look at all at her name.
Forget the name too because it's been a while since I've been on Pokemon. But like
Yeah,
the
the way she was acting and saying things about Area 0
and
when we've been before she ever got there.
not to mention
It's
she's
like,
also a direct descendant of the dude that
yeah,
wrote
she
the Area Zero book that Toro slash Sada were obsessed with.
but, uh the weirdest thing is that is the weirdest thing. Plus
Hmm.
I think like the dude could have also been like one of the four
Heath.
ruin poke
Yeah, she's a
at
direct
some
descendant of Heath, the dude that wrote red, the red slash purple, the scarlet
Scarlet.
or violet book, red slash purple book that Stardust slash Toro were obsessed with, which led to them getting fucking killed.
You know, I will say this. I actually took the time when I was fighting it, like before I fought Professor Sada. I took the time to look at that little spot where you have to put the book.
Oh,
It
y-
looks like the back of a Game Boy.
yeah, it does, and it's like,
Put the book in because the book looks like a Game Boy cartridge in a Game Boy slot.
yeah. And I have a fun theory that when we go back to Area Zero, we're gonna be taking that book back.
Yes, and
It's
even
gonna
though
play a
uh,
crucial part in whatever's gonna fucking happen.
even though we had a copy of the book that was published and we don't have the original manuscript, the original manuscript is going to be
The original manuscript is with what's her face? Yeah, the Descent of the Thief. She's gonna have the original manuscript. And
yeah.
then
So
no, she does have the original manuscript. She has
she's probably
because
gonna
yeah,
in
she does have the original version because she showed us at the very start in of Teal Mars that she has the original manuscript, the uncensored book.
and the weirder thing is like once she gets down to area 0 and she gets to the spot where we encountered the other Maridon or Coridon depending on
Hmm.
the game we
I have a feeling that she's gonna go through all the research
try and use.
bases, but she's gonna have a bit of a problem getting down into Area Zero because
Which is where she's needing our help for it in her
hmm,
plan.
think she's gonna have a bit of a problem getting into Area Zero because the only way we got down into Area Zero was thanks to Penny.
And Sada, who happened to be an AI.
Hmm.
Because remember,
And I
the Professor Sada that we had to fight was the
was the
AI that.
AI, which
And
disappears at the end of the base game. I've got a feeling that they're going to show back up. There is no way that yeah they're going to just
Sada's the one to get down.
like I don't think the AI itself is going to show back up, but I think its work might because we know that Sado Toro in the AI version was working on more than just the time machine down there. There was something else. We know that there was something else down there then, other than just the time machine. Isn't then the fact that then we see Galapagos existing.
Also, the weirdest thing is the fact that Professor Sada slash Turo, when they fight us, they actually get terrestrialized a bit from the crystals. We saw it happen like during the fight where the crystals started growing on them.
Yeah, the AI may not, and the robot body might not show up again, but I think the work that was left behind definitely will show up. This is making me want to go
some next level speculation and theorizing we've been doing for
Exactly.
like the past 4 to 40 minutes.
Yeah. Like, first hour, 40 minutes. We've just been fucking talking about Pokemon, and now it's just got me wanting to go play it.
I'm thinking we should like stop and then and go to bed. It's like
Oh, it's like fucking 4:40 p.m. for the while.
well, I'm gonna go to bed.
Yeah. Like, you know, as I was saying, we've got the weird, like, metal clock above the research base at the bottom of Area Zero, which I don't think is the true bottom of Area Zero.
Yeah, for some people have speculated that apparently that plate is showing that the top plate, top part of the weird shape thing, might be our region
Hmm.
that we play whatever game we're doing, but the other side of it is like an alternate version, which could be the other version of the game.
Or, yeah, we've also got the the kind of hint that, yeah, the bottom of Area Zero that we know might not be the true bottom of Area Zero. Because when
I
you
mean,
look
yeah,
at
you
the floor, there's a lot
think
of
about
fucking crystals there.
the and the building that we go into where we end up
As an
encountering
elevator.
John, uh that has an elevator going further down.
Hmm. Like, all we know is that all the way at the bottom of that elevator, as far as we know, the bottom, which is probably not the bottom, is the time machine.
Yeah,
And that's probably not the actual bottom of the elevator. Probably goes down deep.
yeah, you're right. Also, I'm going to go now. We shall keep theorizing on our own terms. Good night.